Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. There's your host, Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the sport of football inside the college football world. And today, in the bonus segment, I'll be sharing my thoughts on who should win the Heisman Trophy Award. Should it be Ashton Jeanty, running back from Boise State, or it should be the two-way player that plays wide receiver and cornerback for Colorado, that being Travis Hunter? So I'll be sharing my thoughts on who I do believe should be the 2024 Heisman Trophy winner. Now, I will not forget about the two others that are a part of the Heisman finalists this year. In the Heisman finalists, you have Travis Hunter, Ashton Jeanty, Cam Ward, quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes, who is set to be one of the top-tier picks in the 2025 draft. And then you have Dylan Gabriel, quarterback for the Oregon Ducks. So those are all the players that are part of the Heisman finalists this year. And I just think it's going to be it's down to two players. I mean, yes, you got to have four players a part of it, but obviously the award is either going to Ashton Jeanty or Travis Hunter. So, with that being said, my pick to win the Heisman this year is Ashton Jeanty. And yes, Ashton Jeanty played a tremendous year with Boise State. And same with Travis Hunter being a two-way player at the wide receiver and cornerback positions. But if Ashton Jeanty played in a bigger conference and played better competition, I don't think this would really be a discussion of who would win the Heisman Trophy Award this year. If Ashton Jeanty was a running back in the SEC, you would obviously give it to Ashton Jeanty. But I think Ashton Jeanty and Travis Hunter have had really good years, but Ashton Jeanty carrying Boise State to a 12-1 record, carrying them to a conference championship this year, carrying them to a first-round bye in the playoffs. You got to take that into consideration why he should win the Heisman Award this year over Travis Hunter. And Ashton Jeanty has balled out. He had 2,497 rushing yards, 30 touchdowns total, and 116 receiving yards. I mean, that is hard to dispute in terms of who should win the Heisman. I mean, look what Derrick Henry did at Alabama in 2015 when he had over 2,000 rushing yards and 28 touchdowns. He easily won the Heisman Award in 2015. And I get it. What Travis Hunter did, it's pretty hard to duplicate. But without Ashton Jeanty, Boise State would not have won these amount of games. And yes, the same can be said for Colorado. But when you're talking about a Heisman is basically an MVP of college football. This guy just carried his whole entire team to a conference championship, to the college football playoffs, to a first-round bye, and Colorado did not play in the Big 12 championship. They are not conference champions. They are not going to the college football playoffs. And yes, there's an argument to be said that some people shouldn't even consider that, but that's one of the reasons why I do believe that Ashton Jeanty should be the Heisman. What he's done at the running back position, we have not seen a running back have a dominant year like this at the tailback position in years and years and years. I mean, there have been some great running back prospects that have came out of college, obviously, over the last decade. But what I've seen from Ashton Jeanty, I got to say, he's got to win the Heisman. It's a very close race, and you can dispute it how you want. But in that category of the rushing yards, carrying the team on your back single-handedly, basically scoring a good chunk of touchdowns for your team in order to score points on the offensive side of the ball, I just got to give the award to Ashton Jeanty, and he's my pick. Now, obviously, I'm not going to take anything away from Travis Hunter, who did have a tremendous Heisman year. In terms of being a two-way player, we have not seen a dominant two-way player at the collegiate level since Charles Woodson was in the late 90s with Michigan. I mean, Charles Woodson played at the wide receiver position as a defensive back as well, but this is the first time we've seen in like over 3 decades that we've seen a dominant two-way player in Travis Hunter, and I think he's going to be a generational talent. I think he has the potential to play both offense and defense in the NFL, depending on the team that drafts him. We'll see. But he definitely has the skill set, and I think he is a generational talent. But in terms of being a Heisman, I got to say Ashton Jeanty is my pick. And I just got to say he's just been the most valuable player over Travis Hunter. Now, I won't be mad if Travis Hunter does win it. There's no right or wrong answer here. But in terms of what he did, I just got to give it to Ashton Jeanty, guys. But I think Travis Hunter should be the runner-up. And then, of course, Cam Ward and Dillian Gabriel are in the running, but they have no chance of winning the award based off of what these two respective players did for their respective teams this year. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off, and I'll see you guys on next week's episode.